So when you were a kid growing up in LA, what was your, I guess, what were you looking to be when you grew up? Like, what was your goals? What were your, your aspirations and a career in the future?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't. I mean, honestly, I think like so many young kids, I want to be a professional baseball player.
Oh,
That's really what
wow.
I wanted to be. I loved baseball so much. It was my life. I was, at the Little League field from the minute I could get there in the morning. Even if my game was at 3 in the afternoon, I would be there at 9 and watch my friends playing the earlier games and hang out. And I really, really, really loved the game and played it really competitively all the way through high school, and then had some opportunities to play in college. But by that time, I knew I wasn't going to really have a professional career as a Major League Baseball player, at least. And so I made the decision to go to the University of Arizona, which my father went to, actually. And he took me when I was in the 8th grade to the Pac-10 basketball tournament there, when it was still the Pac-10 before the Pac-12. They used to move it around, city to city, college to college every year. That year it happened to be at Arizona. So we went. I took one look at the school, and I said, this is where I want to go to college. So I never looked back really after my decision not to try to play baseball somewhere else, whether it was Division 3 or 2 or 1, whatever it could have been. And I really thought my second love was movies and
Wow.
television. If I wasn't on a baseball field or a football field, I was in movie theaters, or I was watching movies with my friends, and we'd watch the same movie 10 times and we'd learn every single line. And I really, really loved it. And then I got to University of Arizona, and my freshman year, I had the opportunity to go see a movie that Michael Mann directed called The Last of the Mohicans,
Yeah.
that starred Daniel Day-Lewis. And it was for free. So I went over, to campus and went in with my friend Garrett Feldman. And when I came out, I took about 4 steps out of the theater, and I looked at him and I said, I have to be in that business. I don't know what it's going to be, but that is definitely, I have to be in that business. The movie inspired me so much. And even if you go back and watch it to this day, the movie holds up. It's one of the most incredible films ever. It's still one of my favorites. And it was that moment. And then from that moment, I made the decision that whatever I had to do, I was going to figure it out. And yeah, that's where it started. That's when I knew for sure. I didn't have any other plans than trying to play baseball until, like through high school, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, and before college, when you were growing up in West LA, obviously being in LA and everything, in the film industry being so big and prominent there, was there like I know a lot of kids like myself, and I was in Texas, I was a Texas boy. A lot of kids like
Hmm.
myself and kids from all over the country want to move to LA to make it in Hollywood and be stars and do some kind of in the entertainment industry.
Hmm.
Growing up in LA, was there pressure for that? Like, did you see it as if like, what was it like for you as far as being that you were in the spot of the film industry? Was it like automatic that you kind of wanted to do it, or was it more like, this is kind of annoying, I don't really want to do it? Or was it how was it just growing up there in the heart of it?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great question. For me, it was really natural. It was around.
Right.
You went to school with kids that were actors. I mean, I grew up 3 blocks away, for example, from Sean Astin and Mac Astin. So if you saw the movie Rudy, that was Sean
Yep.
Astin who played Rudy, and he was in Goonies and all those movies, and his brother Mac and their father John Astin and their mom Patty Duke Astin. We're right there, and so many others too. And so it wasn't like you're next to celebrities. They were normal people. They were like
Right.
us. They were your friends. They were your neighbors. We played baseball, Little League together. And then when you get a little bit older and you're sneaking into clubs, when you're 16 or 17 years old, I'll never forget. I saw Eazy-E standing right next to me, like early days NWA, or, Johnny Depp's right over there. And it wasn't like, oh my God, it's just like, that's the way it was. And so for me, I think it's actually served. It's been a really good thing for me, because I really got into the business because I love the business and I love the movies and all the other stuff. Not that it's not great, not that I don't get it, like the movie premieres and all the parties and all that stuff. Like I totally get it. But truthfully, I was more fascinated by the executives and the agents that I was learning about. And you might be in a restaurant later. I'm like, oh, wow, that's, so-and-so over there. Whoa, there's, that's Ron Meyer over there. And that really got me excited. But it was everywhere, and it was all around. And weirdly though, I had no connections to the business, zero.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing. I didn't have, a mother and father who were anywhere near the business really. My father a little bit tangentially. No aunt or uncle that I could call and like, hey, can you call us? I know your friends, so and so, the agent at that. Can you get me into the training program? Nothing. So it became a real early grind when I decided in that moment, Arizona, how I was going to do it. Because although it was in abundance and it was all around, it just seemed natural, and I had to figure it out from there.